What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and people of the internet, except those who are too young to be on YouTube, obviously. I have a very special guest with me today, known as MrJamesGeary, or just James Geary for short. Say hi to everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's James, and I'm more than happy to be here today with my buddy Ryan, or TBG Reloaded, and talk about some Call of Duty Ghosts.
I know it's not really your master forte. I know you've been doing a lot of GTA 5 videos. I've been watching a lot of them and enjoying them. So,
oh, thank you.
If any of you guys out there really interested in GTA, go check them out along with other videos, obviously. And today's main topic, as you can tell by the title of the video and description if you read it, is Call of Duty Ghost Sniping, mechanics, concerns, suggestions, anything like that. So first, right off the bat, is I have to say it's a definite change. Maybe it's not of a big of a change as people would have expected other than just the peripheral vision changing, but I believe hit detection has gotten a bit better. The way the stats load out as far as range and damage accuracy, all that has been balanced, especially since I don't know, earlier CODs it actually took multiple patches to get sniping where it should have been. But what are your thoughts as far as, is it OP as it is now, or are they going to plan on patching it?
I definitely think that sometime in the future, all the Infinity Ward people are going to be slowing down the snipers a little bit. I remember, oh lord, I'm horrible with names. I remember somebody from Infinity Ward who was a main developer for the game tweeting before it came out, discussing about how snipers aren't going to be nearly as powerful, quickscoping isn't going to be in Call of Duty Ghosts, and there's this whole outrage, and everyone was expecting it not to be in the game. And sure enough, the game came, and there were a lot of snipers, and I still constantly get in games with snipers. I personally am not a sniper, so maybe I'm viewing this from, I have my own bias and perspective on this, but, I mean, honestly, I overall am pretty happy with sniping. I've tried it, it's very fun, but I do think that they might slow it down just a little bit. It isn't to a point where it's very, just completely OP ruining the game, but I definitely think it could be slowed down just a tad bit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I actually do have to agree with you there. The main thing that they did, one thing that I did notice extravagantly with attachments as far as suppressors, it doesn't impact as damage as it did in the previous Infinity Ward game, where if you actually had a sniper with a suppressor, you'd be more inclined to get hit markers more often than you would in Call of Duty Ghosts. I still remember running the L11 in Ghosts with a suppressor and still being confident in getting one-shots above the waist. And that's not really so confident to say in MW3, where equipping an MSR even that already gets hit markers in putting a suppressor, you'd be probably putting half a clip unextended into a guy. But other than that, I do wish they might have added maybe one or two more snipers, but I actually do like the fact that they've divided the class between marksman rifles and sniper rifles. So, which is, marksman is a little off separate topic. I might go into that in a future video. But as far as the big four, the USR, which is the MSR ripoff, the L11, which has been brought back, it's just the model changed, the Lynx, the all god-bearing 50 cal. A lot of people expected the Lynx, the Barrett 50 equivalent, to be as spammy as it was in MW3. I don't think it is because of its huge amount of kick. The recoil is an abomination, and it takes so long time to recenter. So I don't think it's OP as people say it is.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I have personally hardly ever came across people using the Lynx, and I think that's a huge reason why I usually come across people with the USR or the L115, I think it is. I think that's a pretty good job on Infinity Ward's part for doing that, because there needs to be a good balance of weapons, and if they're all, pretty low on recoil, pretty similar on damage, all the weapons are going to feel the same. People are going to complain about that. So they have to try to add some sort of diversity to all the guns in the game, and I think adding a weapon or a sniper that is semi-automatic but having that repercussion of the huge recoil on there is definitely a very good idea. I've used the Lynx and I haven't really noticed too much recoil with it, but like I said, I am not a sniper, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong with that, but I think overall all the snipers are generally enjoyable. There's always that one sniper, that one outcast that no one wants to use. I know Black Ops 1, Dragunov, Modern Warfare 3, Dragunov. It always seems to be the Dragunov, and I think another good thing they did right there was get the guns like the Dragunov, the RSASS, and put those into their own separate category, the marksman rifles, which was a very good idea.
Right, and going a little bit off marksman rifles, or back on marksman rifles, because it kind of reminds people a little bit back last year of the SVU, and even Black Ops 2 had the SVU, the Spammy, Mr. Spammy.
Yep,
and,
that was the outcast rifle.
Yep.
No one wanted to, go around with that thing unless it was in hardcore, and they'd be spamming it, camping with it, and
right. It more annoyed people than it actually, made people feel good with the gun. It made them either feel like douches or it pissed people off. So there is a slight also outcast with the sniper rifle class. That's the already suppressed VKS. Half the gun is a gun, the other half the gun is a suppressor, and it's again a semi-automatic. It has the integrated silencer, and it's somewhat similar to the Lynx, except fire rate's a little bit better. It doesn't recoil as much, has a little bit lower damage, but everyone usually groups the Lynx and the VKS together as we're not going to use these. They've been compensated so much for their high caliber rounds to where it's not even usable. So
I mean, yeah, that's sadly that's just generally part of the game balance, because people who are using assault rifles aren't going to want to have something like that be a one-shot kill anywhere to the body. Even though, man, the kill time in Ghost, personally, I think is super fast compared to other Call of Duties. If there's someone behind you, there is no chance you're getting around and killing them if they get first shot.
Right, and I mean, I do agree with that. And another thing is, even with the ICU pills, which is faster health regeneration, it doesn't regenerate your health faster. It just takes away the delay before your health starts regenerating. So even then, a perk that you think would be OP and surviving out in Ghosts isn't actually as OP as people think it would be. And again, another, I'm going to kind of bash on, you snipers out there. You're going to have to level up before you get quick draw. I believe it's in the mid-50s. Even though speed, agility, on the go, ready up, all that is low level, you can have all that by the time you're level 30. You have to be in your mid-50s before you have quick draw and run around quick scoping people.
I hate to sink your boat over here, but you can actually, from what I know of the game, actually buy the perks before you hit the level. It's like 5 squad points.
All right. Well, then I guess that is a give and take.
You could go around quick scoping at level 1.
I guess you could. Well, I guess by the time you had 5, I guess you'd probably be level 3 or 4. But regardless, it's still there. I don't know if they're ever going to change that. Probably not. But yeah, as far as sniper rifles is, as long as they don't change it too much, it ain't going to be a big deal. I like them how it is. So, you know what? We're getting maybe a little short on time. I did have a couple clips side by side, but that's all right. And a big thank you to MrJamesGeary. Go check out his channel, and I'll put that in the description below if you guys read that stuff. And James, do you have anything else to say about this?
I mean, that's really about it. It was definitely nice coming on, having a quick conversation with you about the sniping mechanics in Call of Duty Ghosts, and I definitely do appreciate you having me on here. My pleasure.
Alrighty, and be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe to all the stuff you like to do in your free time. Smack that like button, punch the comment section in the face, and I'll see you all in another future video.
Ooh, it's aggressive.